Hello everyone, Joe here from josephjyoung.com, and welcome back to video number 5 of Network Marketing Prerequisites. Today we're going to be talking about a very important ingredient to your success, really to your success in every part of life, not just business. Today we're going to be talking about the word importunity, or broken down in more common English, persistence. Today's lesson comes to you from the Gospel of Luke, the 11th chapter. Jesus' disciples have just viewed him praying, and they said to Jesus when he had come from his prayer, "Lord, teach us to pray." And he opened his mouth and said something to them that most of us are familiar with, and he began to say to them, "Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as in heaven." And he began to say, "Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." And he taught them how to pray. He didn't teach them necessarily how to repeat what he said, but he taught them what to do in prayer, what to say. In other words, when you're praying, say something. But he didn't stop there. He went on to say to his disciples right then, he said, "Which of you, having a friend, would go unto him at midnight and say, 'Friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine is come in his journey to me, and I have nothing to set before him.'" And he said, while at first he would not give him those loaves, yet because of his friend's importunity, or because of his friend's persistence, his continual asking him, even though he had told him, "Look, I am here in bed, it's midnight, and my children are with me, I cannot rise and give 3 loaves to you." And yet Jesus said, just because he said that, did not stop his friend from persistently, consistently asking him for those 3 loaves. In other words, his friend was saying, "I'm not leaving without these 3 loaves." He was persistent. And so Jesus turned, and while he's teaching the lesson about prayer, he went on further to explain the type of prayer that God loves. And that's a persistent prayer. So he said, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asks receives, and everyone that seeks finds, and everyone that knocks, the door shall be opened unto them." A very powerful lesson about persistence, about sticking with it, about staying at it, and not giving up, right? How many people pray and then they give up because either nothing happens or the answer seems to take too long to get to them, or they feel like somewhere along the way that somehow God has forgotten about them and he's not going to hear their prayer, when they've missed the whole message about how much God loves somebody who has importunity, somebody who's just plainly so persistent they're not going to stop praying until the answer comes. Like Jacob in the book of Genesis, wrestling with the angel, right? Really wrestling with himself in the situation he was going through at the time. "God, I'm not going to stop calling on you and dealing with you in this moment until you bless me." That's powerful. And that's something that you and I can take and carry on and let it trickle into every area of our lives, especially if you find yourself in business, whether it's a business that you formed around your blog, whether you're there doing some internet marketing stuff or some network marketing, and you're really involved in the home business, and you've taken that great step of faith and leap of faith from employee to business person, from exchanging time for money and working for somebody else all these years of your life, but now you've ventured off into the area of business and wealth building, where you're either developing your own business system or you're using somebody else's, and it requires a lot of skills, a lot of change in mindset, a lot of persistence. And now you're learning that, hey, if I'm going to make it, it requires some persistence. Well, today, I hope that you've enjoyed this quick little lesson for you that I'm referring to right now as network marketing prerequisites, things that we need beforehand. If we're going to succeed, these are the items that we need to have, and persistence is definitely one of them. Thanks so much for joining me today. God bless you, and we wish you all the success in the world in your endeavors.